Good morning. Welcome back to Zwagerman After Hours. Special video for you guys this morning. Today's video is a complete build from start to finish of my brother's Tritoon that once was a pontoon. Yep. I shoved that third tune underneath this good old Sun Cruiser and put a Honda 130 on the back. So it's a long video. If you stick around for the whole thing, sweet. Let me know what you think of it. But yeah, make sure you like it, share it, comment, all that good stuff. Anyways, let's get to the build. First thing we gotta do is get it out of the barn. We're gonna put it in the shade because it's a warm one today. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering why it has this blue tarp on it if it was in the barn. Raccoons. He's worried about raccoons getting in there. It's fine by me. That's all I'm gonna do. All right. This 70 horse Evinrude, and he's putting on 150? Not sure. We'll find out later in the video. But this transom's only rated for 115. Pod, transom, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take that out. So that's why we got the whole new third tune. And that's what the motor bolts to. Or a Tritoon. It's a center tune. And then the reason why I'm doing this, because my pontoon boat only has a 40 horse. So I told him I would switch it all for him and give him my 40 horse if he gives me his 70 horse. So that's gonna be awesome. Which we ain't gonna do my boat for a couple weeks. Anyways, we're gonna do this first. Because my transom is good up to 90 horse. My boat's smaller. But this is the affordable way. So, have never taken off an outboard motor before. But it does look pretty self-explanatory. That's the oil line. And she's getting cut. That's the oil line. Don't worry about cutting it. We won't need it. And the line was kind of crappy. Here's your main engine harness plug. Goes up to your controller. Pretty easy. Take that off. Unplug that. And then here's just more stuff. What is this even for? I don't know. Choke maybe? Unplug that. Good to go. Then you got your starter wire. No, we should do the ground first. Do the ground first so you don't arc anything. You should unhook from the battery. Seeing how it's all wrapped up, we're not doing that. Put everything right back on. When this goes on my boat, we don't want anything missing. that right back on. So now we got the power wire, ground wire. Looks like we got one more plug here. There. Put a little tape over that so we don't arc it on anything. Alright, good enough. Well, we could probably take those loose. It'd probably make our life a little easier, huh? Oh yeah. There. Take that guy out. And then y'all can just come right out. Look at that. And we'll just put this back right away. Come to this side, you get your shifter cable, throttle cable. Rip those off real quick. Take this loose here. This should just pop up there, that. And then you pull that guy out. Pull this guy out. That little spacer's loose. Cable come up high enough. Oh yeah. Alright, so that one's out. And then you can shift that into a gear. Take that guy out. Don't try to spin that. Those cables and everything is gonna go with this motor onto my boat. So the less we turn and everything, hopefully, in theory, it all should just work on my boat. Now I believe the last thing to do is this steering cable. 4 bolts and she's off. Alright, take off the steering cable. I think you just loosen that up. It looks like to me anyways. You loosen that up. And then this whole shaft shoot, flies through. Never did this before, so we're winging it. You loosen this big nut up. Pull it out, which we know it's loose, and versus trying to force it out, I think we're just going to take the bolts loose on the motor, and when we pull the motor out, they'll slide out. All right, so now I honestly think it's only 4 more bolts, nuts, bolts, they're bolts and nuts, and the motor will come out. I don't have a lifting hook, so I can't lift it, but we're gonna try to like go underneath here. We'll figure it out. I don't know, we always do. We're gonna start with the bottom ones. Because they're not really holding the motor on. Okay, well, I thought I hit play, didn't play. Hit play. Well, here we are. We almost got it out. We're close. I think I gotta pick up a little more. I think the high pile must settle a little bit. One bolt left. So I think we can go up now. Take it off that. Oh, look at that. We got it off. That was easy. Look at that. We now have a barge. Flooring surface with no motor. Perfect. This worked just how I liked. Alright. Now this guy comes off. We just got 6 bolts. There, one there, and one up there. Let's take this transom, pod, whatever you want to call it, off. One bad thing about working in the grass. Maybe soft and squishy. You'll lose your stuff a lot faster. I found it. There, everything's loose. So we'll just go down on this guy. We'll just back out, see what happens. There you have it. That's what holds your motor on a pontoon. Some people call it a pod. Well, this part here is your transom. This whole thing's a pod. Or pods have fuel tanks. I don't know. Transom, pod, triangle piece. Hold your motor on the boat. But now, we got a big old hole. This would be a lot easier to do all the wires and all that stuff before the third tune. He doesn't have that yet. But I'm gonna rip all this stuff out, I guess. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm gonna clean all this up and go get that third tune, bring it up here, and then make up my mind what I wanna do. All right, gotta lay it out here. My thought, take the forklift, come up top, I'll lift it up with the sling, and then I can use the lower tractor behind and shove it in. And I ain't worried about this or nothing for right now. Because we really don't know if it's even gonna work. Still kind of proof of concept, because I don't know what this even came off of. So and he wants to redo the boat. So we can worry about sealing that all up when he puts a new floor, cuts the holes, moves the gas tank. Because right now the gas tank's in the corner there, and it's just fine right there. It'd be nice to move it later when he redoes it, but we'll just see how this goes. We're just gonna shove it up there, bolt it up there, and hang the motor. What's the worst that can happen? Parkour. Yeah, it's gonna work. Use that tractor and we'll shove it in. Hopefully. Alright, I laid a bunch of carpet that I had on all the cross members so we don't wreck the trailer, nor do we wreck the tune. So I guess there's nothing else to do but to do it. Well, we seem to be in a predicament here. I'm guessing my brother didn't measure, or he didn't measure very well. Now what? Well, yes, I'm gonna call him, see what he was thinking. All right, after a lot of thinking, we're just gonna raise the boat, which is fine. We're gonna get another piece of 2-inch by 2-inch tubing and put underneath there. So I'll lift the boat off. But that means we definitely ain't getting this done today. Anyways, I can pull that tune back out. I'll just set it off to the side. We'll pull the rest of this, or some more of this plastic off, and we'll rip all the shift cables and wiring harness out so we can get those new ones. Maybe we can get those new ones in before tune comes, or we get the tune in, but I doubt it. Anyways, we'll just get those out now. All right, feels like we're in a nightclub. All right, we're gonna take this panel off here. All right, got a little light on the subject. So let's just start seeing what all needs to come apart. thought it's easy. There. It's just these two cables and the shifter can come out. I gotta figure out how to. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Okay. Alright. This is more for me later. But the bottom one is your shifter. And then the top one up here is the throttle. And top hole. You know, I'll just put this right back there. There it goes. Now it looks like we need to take this guy off here. And then the cable should come off. Alright, so hopefully that just slides. Yep. Okay. And this just slides. Yep. Alright. Sweet. Yay. In theory, there. That whole gizmo can go on my boat. Underneath the boat where all these wires come out, we're trying to figure out. Okay, so those are the two cables. I think those gray things are too big. Those little holders that held them. Both get to the same spot and stop. Too much shit going through that hole. I figured it out. How the fuck is there a zip tie around all that garbage? Ugh. With that zip tie cut, I bet I can come and get them right out. Look at that. I don't know which one. The big plug is loose. Now, I'm not sure if anything else has to come out or not. Just yet. We'll figure that out in a minute. There's the two cables. Where the hell is it gonna go? There. One cable out. Second cable out. Big SF plug out. I'm gonna have to do some fixing. Alright, so I guess I have one more cable to go unplugged. This also went to the motor. Where did that go to though? That comes out of the battery. Right where the battery is. I don't know what that is. But that was on the motor. So we'll go see what this is first. We'll see what that is. And then all we'll have left is power wire, oil line, gas line. Alright. I believe that's something to do with the trim. because this went to a gauge, trim gauge. So, and that's probably power for the trim or something off of the battery. It's hot as hell underneath there, so I'm doing it in stages. When I got that off, I'll crawl underneath there, get this wire out, and we're done. Well, I'm actually gonna leave that wire for now because I gotta flip open the back to get to the battery, and I don't want to take all this plastic off because it's gonna rain, and I don't feel like putting it back in the barn. So I'm just gonna stick it off to the side. That way, if I gotta work on it, well, sorry, when I have to work on it, it won't be all wet. Anyways, though, I'm going to leave this here. I'm just going to move it over because I should get those parts to fix to raise that. Ain't going to be today, a couple days. So I'm just going to pick up all this mess and I'll catch back up with you when I have more things to do. As you can see, it's rained a lot this morning. So we're in the barn. It's not much drier in here, but it's better. So we're gonna start with lifting the back of the boat up so we can get, I got these spacers made right here. Aluminum, 1/4 inch thick, so plenty thick. Aluminum won't rust, it won't look bad in the trailer, and I don't have to paint nothing. Plan is just to lift it up, stick it in between there, like right on top of there. We're gonna lift the boat up 2 inches. And then hopefully the tune fits then. All right, let's figure it out. Oh, it's gonna work perfectly. If there's one thing I do know about the high-low from the last video, she likes to settle. Which is going down pretty fast, which is fine. We just gotta be quick when we loosen it all up. But we know it's gonna work great. I'm gonna set it back down for now though. All right, I got the back 3 off on each side. So I can lift it up and I can lift the back up, and then I'll put the spacers underneath the back part, and then I'll lift the front up, put the spacers on the front, and I can slip the 2 in the middle. So I got longer U-bolts, or yeah, square U-bolts. I ordered, so there's only 1 U-bolt on each one. There's 4 on each side, so it's 8. I ordered 16, came in 2 boxes, and 1 didn't ship because I want to put one where they had the U-bolt before, and I'm going to put the other U-bolt on the other end just to give it a little extra stability. But sorry about the box. She was a little damaged when she showed up or even shipped. The other one said package was damaged and they didn't ship it. So whatever, that's fine for now. I can at least get it on. I won't tow it anywhere down the road until I get the second one. I'll feel much gooder about having 2 U-bolts on there. Oh, That's actually a little better now. Okay, it's like too far. I wonder if I can tap. Okay, so I need to go up a little bit more. I can get it to go in. Yeah. Ah, look at that. Good and tight. Yeah, so it was weird when I had it all the way up, I couldn't line it up with the holes. And then when I had it all the way down, it was the other way. So I'm gonna put one right here, like I was saying earlier, but I'm gonna do that right now for just the back two, for when I lift the front, give a little extra strength to that. I'm just a little nervous. There. So yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it for when I get all my U-bolts in. But for today, we're just going to do the back two. So I can bolt that one down now. There, easy peasy. Now my brother has a 3D printer, so he can print something up if he wants to pop in there, and then it'll all look good. And so my original thought, unhook the truck, lift the boat up. But the more I think about that, I think the trailer's just gonna come right up. So the rain has stopped for the most part. So we're gonna pull the boat, truck and boat out, leave a hook to the truck, lift the boat up from the side or whatever, still from the front, but from the side with the high-low. So we can do the front two bunks, slap the other ones underneath there, and we'll be done. It's just that simple. All right, we got it hooked up. Hopefully it doesn't bend the ladder. We got this guy just in case it slides off. It won't. I'm gonna lift it up and try to get all 6 of those pieces underneath there. I think it might bow in the middle. It might not be the easiest to get the middle ones in. So let's lift her up and do it. All right, we went nice and high. So if it'll give us enough time to get these underneath there. All right, that one's a little tight yet. I'll be able to get this one in. I'll try to go up a little higher. Let's go fast. Oh yeah, they're lovely. Love it. On to the other side. Whew. Ain't nothing but a thing for the fronts. But we're gonna, the whole thing has come forward, so I guess we'll set it down and see what happens. at that. Now we can get it on. My guess is the trailer was just flexing so much. They're all on there now, so I'll bolt these front two, the middle two, I'll take those back two off, put them there, and we'll be done with this already. There we go. We got them all on. Looks good. Now we even got some clearance in here now. So that third tune is 29 inches. And I had like 29 inches, maybe 28 and a half. So we're going to park this thing on the concrete because the concrete's finally dry. It's been a minute since I finished. Had dinner and stuff. But we're going to put it on the concrete and put it in there so we can line it up, see where we got to drill some holes. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take it back out, but we'll see. We'll see what we have to do. There you go, buddy. Pick that one up. Can you get that board?
Yeah.
I got this one. Huh? You get that one. Yeah. There you go. 2 hands.
No, heavy.
It's heavy? Too heavy?
It is heavy.
You want Daddy to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it is heavy.
They're heavy. Yeah, that's heavy.
Don't sound like so excited, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna set this up the same way we did the first time. And if you didn't see that one, well, if you didn't see that one, you'll see how we do it. Yeah. Hey, buddy, do you want to go get the tractor with Dad?
Yeah, tractor.
Yeah, tractor. Yeah. All right, we're gonna use the forklift to lift the front. Use the lower tractor to lift the back and shove. All right, just like last time, carpet laid down just to protect everything. We're gonna pick up on the forklift, push with the tractor. Hopefully everything goes well, better than last time. Woo! Make sure the bitch is in neutral. Oh, back up, buddy. Try that again without almost dying. I think we're gonna fit this time, guys. right. Looks like we gotta go. About a foot more to go. Can I just push it, you think? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we hit something up front. I think we're there, though. At least close. What did we hit up here? Oh, we hit the ladder. Okay. So we're gonna have to loosen that up, move these out, and then make custom ones of these probably. Ain't nothing but a thing. I mean, it's in there. It's a lot better than last time we tried to do this. All right. Some time has passed. It's tomorrow. But I spent the rest of the night, I got that off because it was hitting. And I just kind of was messing around getting it lined up. Went to a buddy's house to grab some tools. And it was too late. Was over it. So I got this supported here. So now I'm going to mark some holes where we gotta drill some stuff. I might use a small drill bit, drill a bunch of small little holes, move the tune over, drill, and bolt. You know, all that good fun stuff. So I got the old transom is held on by 1/2-inch bolts, so I got 1/2-inch bolts, but this thing was all drilled for 3/8 bolts. So I guess we're going to be drilling that out too. Bunch of 1/2-inch bolts. She ain't going nowhere. Alright, so ones like this here where I can't get it in, I'm just gonna mark it with a screw, scratch it. And that one, I think I can get my drill up in here. Ooh. See if I get a shorter, smaller bit. Now you're asking why don't I just use the right size bit? It don't fit in this right angle drill. So I'm just going to pre-drill all the small little holes and then slide the tune over, drill them with the right size. Kind of a pain in the butt, but that's what I gotta do. Safety squints engaged. Ouch. This is why I work in the grass. The grass is wet this morning though, so. Ouch. Get that one out. I mean, I knew it was only a matter of time before that was gonna happen. Somebody was being a little too aggressive. So back here, there's holes don't line up because the front on whatever this tune was on was 2 foot on center, and then in the back got 16-inch on center. Seeing how this boat is only originally a pontoon, the back on this one is all 2 foot on centers. We are only putting a 130 horse motor on, so It's not like we're putting a 250 on it or anything like massively big. I wouldn't be too worried.
Oh my god, it is so stuck in there, babe.
Okay.
Pull? Or we can try to pull at the same time?
Hang on. Actually, just leave it.
Leave it?
I can pull this off to this side. Doesn't give me much room, but it gives me more room. So 1/2 inch is somewheres. Probably pretty close to that. There we go. 1 hole drilled out of, I think 26. Man, whoa. Alright, got that one. Okay, now I gotta move the tune over and do that all again. So I'll catch up with you when I'm done with that. Okay, all the holes are drilled. Drilled those ones out bigger. All drilled, I lined it back up. So I'm going to grab the forklift, even though it settles, but I'm going to grab the forklift with a ratchet so I can ratchet up so I can get these front 2 bolts in. I'll hold the front up, I can get the back, I'll leave the back, ratchet it to the lower tractor because that doesn't settle. Then I kind of move it back and forth if I need to. And we'll be done. Come on, buddy. Stay with me. Oh yeah. There we go. Woo! I got one. Okay. Get a couple wrenches. Tighten those up a little bit. Just a little bit more. Nothing crazy. Whatever. Hopefully they're not all fucking horrible. I don't know, look great so far. Oh, maybe I gotta line up the back. Maybe I should do that first. Well, I got one bolt tight. Camera died on me, so, and I'm not having a fun time. Not like I thought this was gonna be slap it in and be done. I honestly thought everything was gonna be a little bit easier than this crap. Yay! I'm gonna put some anti-seize on this because it's stainless steel bolts, nuts. And I don't need those things coming one. Probably gonna look like a Tin Man when I'm done, but yeah, that's not gonna work. It's just too tight. I can, however, get at least up there. Well, I don't know what happened there. There might not be a bolt going in there. It's fine. We got 12 done on that side. So I'm going to do this side because I assume I'm going to have to commit some crimes against humanity to get those bolts in, so I'm not going to show you that. Yeah. So I'm going to get those in and then I'll meet back up with you. Okay. I got them all in. And I'm not going to lie to you. Only one hole needed to be adjusted. So that's cool. I'm happy about that. So now I get to crawl underneath there for the last time to tighten them all up. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way to the end. I don't know if that really matters or not, but it makes sense in my head. So this bolt's a little bit longer than all the other ones. I have a couple of these. The shank is too long, so the nut bottoms out before it gets tight. See, now I didn't do those front ones. I got extra washers, so we'll stack a couple extra washers and then that'll give us enough room for the nut. Two bolts left there along like that. I had 4, but since I wasn't doing the fronts, I was able to use those bolts. Every bolt's on. I lied. All but 2. But they're tight. And I can say the tune is on. And I don't know if you can hear it or not. I assume you can. I think there's water inside that tune. So if you've been hearing that noise, water inside there and there's air getting in because it's expanding or some crap science. I don't know. Anyways, for these bolts here, I'm gonna have my buddy look at it, see if he has a tool or knows of something we can fit, because this is only a couple inches. And I wasn't about to move this whole tune to make that work, but we can find something to make it work. Even go a through bolt all the way. Not my boat. I'm joking. We'll figure out something. Here we go. Here's the big boy itself. So, use a lower tractor to pick it up and carry it over there. Hopefully we can use the sling again and go right underneath of it and it doesn't hurt anything. We'll find out. Okay, so this motor actually has a nice hook on it. So we're gonna grab this chain instead. Excuse me, buddy. go through this clevis. I think that should work pretty good. I'll pick up on it now so I can get the bolts off from the skid. Good to go. Yeah. Now we have a very expensive chandelier. Yeah. All right. Let's go put it on the boat, buddy. Let's go put it on the boat. Let's get on the tractor. Yeah. I like your shirt, buddy. That does it match Dad's? Yeah. You wear the same shirt? Yeah. Well, it seems to be that I picked the motor up backwards. So I'm going to have my lovely assistant come and give me a hand so we can twist the motor around so I can get it close to there and I can figure out the height that has to be. Oh, honey! Okay, I've spent some time and I got it to where I can get it pushed to line up. It needs to go all the way to the top or bottom hole so high as it can be, and it still might be a little low, but I think low is better than high. Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, lovely assistant. I need some help again.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Hey, okay, we're so close. Assuming that goes first.
Oh.
Uh-oh, did it come off the other
No,
one?
that's why the nut's on. Okay, I've determined that it's still too low. But for right now, we're still just going to bolt it up so we can test it because he bought this motor on an auction. We don't know much about it, so we're just going to bolt it up for now. And we're just going to see how it does, test it, and figure out what we're going to do for the height later. There we go. It's bolted up. I put it in the lowest hole, so highest position of the motor. And from my understanding, it's still way too low. So I guess this has to be even with this. Over there. Put that on. So put that on there like that. Here, I'll spin it like this. 3.5 inches lower. So I don't know what my brother has planned for that. I'm probably gonna call him here shortly, figure out what he wants to do. If we're gonna get one of those what's it called, like a jack plate or something? Those adjustable plates, whatever those are. Or if he has like 3 of these motors, a couple parts motors. So maybe he has a shorter shaft one. We can switch the shaft out. I don't know. I don't know what his thought is. Or will it work being just lower? Just not run as good. It won't cavitate, I don't think, because it's lower. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's all I'm going to do tonight. So I'll catch up with you guys some other time when I have more information. Okay. I got answers for everything. What we're going to do is right here, this little block can come out, and he has a short shaft. So lower unit, take this block out, bolt it up, good to go. So we might have to readjust that, but we're going to do that after we do the water test. So we're going to get all the controls on, wiring, all that, do a water test with it. Talk to some people, they say it's fine if it's too low, it'll still run, it'll just splash, create a little extra drag. So it has been a couple weeks since the last clip. As I was doing hay and camping and stuff, that's all done for a couple weeks. Although this is parked up by the house because it needs to be worked on. So I'm going to take this tarp off because it's been long enough and I don't feel like working underneath of it. Take the tarp off, and we're going to start by putting the control, throttle control, the key switch, all that, run the wires to the back, and shift cables. We got new hydraulic steering for it instead of the steering cable. All the goodies. So we got a bunch of stuff to do because we need to get this thing on the water by the weekend. So windy today, help me out. There. You put it in the barn that all the junk goes in. Worry about it later, right? Alright, there we go. This is all the stuff we need. You got a new prop, because because this guy is just junk. Oh, I don't even know what all this is. Well, that's the main engine harness to the key switch. That's just a jumper wire to go from this to that. Here's our throttle, control, new fuel connector. That's the hydraulic ram. Hydraulic hoses, orbital valve, I think is in that one, something, I don't know. Bunch of stuff. Oh, you know, all that has to go on here to make this Honda 134 stroke to work. She's gonna scoot, that's for sure. So I'm gonna start with the throttle, see how that fits, and then see if we can find a spot for the key switch and control panel. Alright. That's the original hole. The old one, which it fits in, but we're gonna need something. We're gonna need a plate, which is okay. Boom, boom. That's fine. I was expecting something. So, I think the switch panel is going to work pretty good right here. It's a little long, but I think it'll be okay. I'll put it right here. Or we could put it there. If we move this all the way over, no, you don't want that close to that. No, I think about something like that would be good. So right even with this, we'll do that. Even with that. We'll bow it in a little bit just in case. Yeah, I think it's gonna go. How long is it overall? 7 1/8. So 7 1/8. Yeah. All right. That's what we're gonna roll with. Cut that out. See what happens. Alright, I cut just a little bit off the bottom. Ah. It's in. Alright, with that on there, I got a buddy making me a plate for the throttle. I'm going to start taking that steering wheel out. Well, not the steering wheel off, but all the cable stuff off of it. So I can pull that cable out, because we don't need the cable anymore. And then I can start running the hydraulic lines, the wires, and all that good stuff back to the motor. And then hopefully tomorrow I can get that plate. We can assemble all that. Then we can test it, see if that motor even works. No match with the awesome saw. That was almost my head. Alright, I don't know how much. Touch me, you greasy bastard. I don't know how much of this we need. I probably don't need any of it, to be honest with you, but all we do is take that cover off. And that piece was in here, so you turn your wheel, turns that, moves this cable in and out. Pretty simple stuff. I don't know how the hydraulic works, but either way, we're going to get that cable out so we can start running the new stuff. Alright, cable comes out right there, so we'll start gripping and ripping. That was easy. Ah, there we go. New stuff. Time for new stuff. We like new stuff. Alright, first thing going up is engine harness. Mostly because it looks to be the most difficult with the 3 different plugs. Plenty of length. I'd rather have plenty of length than be too short. So we got a big loop left over, so we'll pull that up underneath the center console. We'll wind it up over there. We don't need all that extra length in the back. Shift cables. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll do those next. Look at that, more zip ties. Let's see if I can just there. Well, I think we got plenty of length for these guys too, which is good. I'd always rather have too much than not enough. Not sure if I gotta go on this side or not. And throttle, boom, boom, boom. But I feel like we might be missing a piece. I don't know how that would connect. So I'll let my brother know about that. These should be perfect length for that. So that leaves the hydraulic hoses that run be ran down through there. Yeah, then we can figure out how to hook the hydraulic stuff up underneath that console, because I hate working up underneath there. So we're gonna get that all done so then I can do this later. Do the part I hate to do first, get that done, and then do this part. We're moving right along. It's nice how they got color coded red and blue. That's handy, not gonna lie. Don't be going up that way direction now. There, I believe that is everything that needs to be ran down that. So, hydraulic lines, throttle shift cable, engine harness. We're good to go. Now we just gotta connect them all to this and connect them all to there. We'll be boating in no time. First thing I'm gonna start with is this orbital valve for the steering. So you replace that whole thing with this guy. So I gotta take this old steering wheel and mechanism off. Hopefully I don't need a steering wheel puller. Pop me in the face. Oh, okay. As well. Ta-da! There, that is all apart. So I can put that back together later. Now, the only other question, is this hole the same? Looks like it will work. Now the bowl holes line up. So obviously, I could turn it a little bit, right? Get two of them? No. Okay.
How goes it?
Here goes. Take the marker, mark it with a marker. Like around this whole house. Mark it with a marker. Oh yeah. Alright, that's on there. This whole thing is, if you don't remember, this is more of a proof of concept. He wants to get a new center console and all new seats. So, this is just get it on there, get it working, see if we like it. I'm sure he will. And go fast with a crappy boat. So the amount of money he paid for this boat, he's doing well. Alright, I'm going to throw a steering wheel on for kicks and gicks. And then hydraulic fittings, hook up the lines. Okay. You can quit dropping it though. Yep. Just fine by me. These two. There. There. Now we can stab her back in. All there. Steering wheel is on, mounted. Bleeder / fill ports up. Hoses are on. So, might tighten those up a little bit, but for now, steering is done. So then that means I'm kind of waiting on that bracket for my buddy for the throttle and stuff. I do gotta cut a hole for like a warning light for low oil pressure, and a battery light. So I can do that quick. Let's get that warning lights mounted and see how we feel after that. So that's what we're looking at. It's just check engine light, battery light. I guess the oil light and temp lights are on here. So I'm just gonna put this right here so that you should be able to see it pretty good. Oh, look, first shot. Lines up pretty good. There, I'll get a couple screws real quick and just zip, 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 zip. Good enough. Doesn't look great, but we know it ain't going anywhere. As hell, the console's gonna go somewhere before this thing will. So my buddy's gonna make me a plate for that tomorrow, And then, yeah, it's Sunday night. I'm going to pick up all my stuff and get this stuff put away. So, I'll catch back up with you then. Alright. It's the next day after work. And got some stuff done. Got this guy mounted. This is the plate my buddy made. Was able to get that all nice and mounted. So, that's good. So don't mind the wiggly center console, but I think it's pretty good. Steering's done, keys right here, you know, easy to start. You can see these through the steering wheel pretty good, and this is right here. So happy with how it turned out. It may look a little hillbilly right there. We'll get a little silicone and we'll silicone that up. I got it all wired up, and then while I was wiring up, I realized I was missing the wire harness to the check engine light and battery light. So I got that new wire ran underneath. So now I think everything up here is done until we need to bleed it. So I'm just gonna leave my wires loose along like that for now, so we can, in case we gotta move something. But we can move to the back on the motor and get all the wires and cables and hoses hooked up to that. And we might be able to hear this puppy run tonight. Just gonna leave these loose for now so we know where it has to be for when we get it started. We can get it all adjusted. I probably should have put this where it belongs first. Put it on its little holder as well. Boom. And this piece goes on right here. In theory, it'll start and run and drive. Won't steer, but in theory. So now I need to what? I gotta put that steering ram on. I don't know how to do that, so I guess we'll do the steering ram and then hook up the battery cables. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta do that. Gotta hook up the battery cables. So I guess it's not gonna start yet. Once I hook up the battery cables, she'll run. We're getting there. We're moving right along. Ah, bitch, dude. There's a bolt stuck in it. You can see, maybe you can't, probably can't, but they hammered on it a little bit. Okay. That bolt's not supposed to be there. That's fun and exciting. Yay. Oh, I'm going to put some penetrating oil on that. And then I think I'm going to work on the battery cables. Let's procrastinate that a little bit longer. Okay, it did move. Cool. Cool. Now I gotta cut that though. 'Cause I'm out of room. I don't believe it. Ha! Would you look at that? You probably can't see. What if I put it up here? I won! Yeah! I didn't think that was gonna come out as easily as it did. I thought it was gonna fight me a lot more. Okay. Oh, now that we got that out, I gotta go do some stuff before the sun goes down. And then I'm gonna back this in the garage a little bit for some light to finish putting that steering on. It's supposed to rain the next couple days, so try to get this done before that happens. All right, it's a tight fit, but she's inside. Plenty of light. So let's get this steering rack on and these hoses on. It's about all we got left to do. Sweet. Does it go that way? Does it go this way? I would assume words go up. So we're gonna do words up. Okay. That's disappointing. Something I guess I should have assumed was going to happen. It's also me dropping the stinking bolt. And I just need to drill it out a 1/16 of an inch. There, we got that guy tight. That was a bugger. So then we're gonna put this on. Oh, we gotta do turn this, then go this way. There. Proper tool for the job. Now all that's left is hooking up these hoses. They got nice red and blue things on and red and blue on the cylinder. However, I don't know if I hooked them up correctly on thing. If I remember correctly, I did. Red was on the left side. So it means red has to go on the right side, which would be backwards. Doesn't matter what color because it's just a hose. Because the left side hose has to go to the right side of the rack. The right side hose has to go to the left side of the rack, according to the instructions. Alright, with that being hooked up, gas line's hooked up. This motor is officially all hooked up. I am going to grab some zip ties so I can zip tie these down. I want to leave them long because when he when he redoes the boat, he might move the center console, maybe forward, maybe back. He kind of wants to move everything forward a little bit, so you can cut those and get different ends to throw on there. We're not going to do that, so we're going to leave it long. I'll zip tie up everything quick a minute, and then we just gotta bleed it. So I'm not sure if I have the right fluid to bleed that steering or not. I'll have to look to see what they want. Other than that, we might just be done with it for tonight. All right, that's all zip tied up. I got got this black box put back on. So we're good to bleed that cylinder. And I don't have any of the correct stuff, so it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I'm gonna put this in the barn out back so I can stay dry, and then hopefully in the afternoon, after work, after dinner even, the sun's supposed to come out. So we can fill that, bleed that system, put it on the hose, and fingers crossed she runs good. So, yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so as you can tell, the sun's almost down. Work, dinner. I got the hydraulic steering all bled out. Pretty simple. You just take the little thing off the top, pour some in, spin the wheel like crazy. I was having a heck of a time. Realized I had the hoses switched around, so it wasn't working the best. Switched the hoses around, spun it, got to move a little bit. Then it geyser fluid. I ended up making a whole mess around the whole thing, but it's fine. We know what to do later when the boat's in nice condition. So, but it does go back and forth. So that's exciting. It's not perfect. I think it says that you need 2 people because I think you gotta be dumping fluid in and turning the bleeder off at the same time. I do have a little bit of a dead spot. It's fine. So, I have it hooked up to water. So in theory, I turn the water on, we hit the key. We were here, this 4-stroke Honda come to life. Okay, water's running, let's see if she'll start. Up is down is up. Today is the day. Main voyage for the old Tritoon Honda 130. We're gonna see how she does. We got the plug in the boat. Can't forget to do that. We bled the steering a little bit better since my brother was here to help me. That's all we're gonna do. We'll get moving here and see you when we're on the water. I was gonna say that to you.
Yeah.
Ooh. You driving? Me driving?
You drive.
I drive? All right. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. We gotta get the GPS out and see how fast we can get her ripping.
I agree. How about this? Let's make a bet first.
Yeah? What's the bet? How fast is it gonna go current setup?
Yeah. Currently, the way it sits.
27.
What did we do before? 19?
Did 20.
20? I'm gonna say 25.
All right.
Shoot ball.
Yeah, well, I am too because that thing's too low.
And it's choppy.
Well, choppy's supposed to be better. You want a little chop, allegedly. I mean, we're sitting pretty good. I think we're a little higher actually. If you look in the back here, where the water line was.
Yeah. The bottom of this tune,
Yeah.
probably about right here, it ain't even touching the water very like. Because it like swells underneath. But it seems pretty straight going all the way across. I gotta sit through the 75 ads.
I got mine up already.
You.
Well, I got a better one because I had the same problem.
Yeah, you gotta go through 15 ads.
Oh my god, it's retarded. Ooh. Took right off. We're doing things.
That's pretty good.
Alright, at 21.
It's picking up a boatload of water.
Here.
Is that all the way?
Yeah. I got an extra mile an hour when I went up a little bit more.
Well, that was it's sitting. Water line's here on the tune,
Yeah.
and the water line's like down here.
So we're like way out of water.
So at least the front is.
Yeah.
Front's not even close.
Which is good.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully if we lift it up, we'll get more speed out of it. And if you do it at 19 pitch,
Yeah, I got that other.
you get the other prop. Because 17 pitch is going to be slower.
Fucking ad.
Yeah, see what yours says. Takes off really well though.
I agree. You got good acceleration.
I didn't even really get on it. Try again. Let's get straight here. Steering works nice.
Yeah, it feels real buttery.
Oh yeah. See that?
Got 23.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
We'll get her way up in the air. Oh, we're losing. Too much. All right. I guess we both lose because we both went over.
Yeah, we gotta do prices right.
Yeah. Wah wah wah. The cruise is nice though. I think it's a lot smoother, don't you?
I think definitely that third tune helped. It feels like it's not so rough.
Yeah.
Like I feel a lot smoother going across the water
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah. You don't feel any of the waves.
Yeah. I mean, we are also,
Oh yeah, we're trimmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's way up.
Oh, wrong way.
But even if we're at 23-ish, if we get that other prop and that other lower unit, I wonder if we get 5 more miles an hour. Maybe we get close to 30. Maybe. That's my goal, 30. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, well, you might as well drive it.
That right there. That's a lot nicer.
There's a shallow spot over there a little bit.
I will talk to my mechanic about getting the gauges hooked up.
Yeah, he might not have enough time for that. It's fine.
How fast we going? Ah, the RPM. Okay.
We'll get to that eventually. It'll be okay. Today was just to see how fast it'll go, see if it all worked. The motor's running great.
Yeah.
I mean, there is lights and stuff if it's overheating, low pressure, battery volts, all that. So we do have those like idiot lights.
The
And they're not
emergency stop.
they're not going off, so it must be working.
It's scary. Feels about just as good.
Well, there's that tight spot from where that ram is hitting the motor.
I mean, I'm saying like, just a turn. There's not really a dead spot.
No. Yeah, I think we got that out of there.
Yeah. Or at least there's not enough of a dead spot to notice.
Exactly. Okay, so first thoughts. Are we happy? Yeah.
A little slower than I anticipated, but I'm happy that it's quiet, it's powerful off the line,
Yeah.
and it's a lot smoother.
Very smooth.
And obviously we can mess with the top speed because obviously we know that motor is a half a mile down too far.
Yeah. If we raise the motor up 3 inches, should, in theory, reduce drag and be faster. I don't foresee it being that much, but they say it can be a big deal.
And some people add those hydrofoils to gain another mile or two. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff you can do, but
And it has a 17 degree or 17 pitch prop on. He bought a 19 pitch prop, so that's more mile an hour, less out of the hole, but faster. So we're gonna give that a shot. We just wanted to try, or at least I wanted to try, just try it out with a prop that's supposed to be on there, just to make sure everything was good. And then we're gonna go back here later in this video and switch the shafts out, lower the height. We'll switch that prop out, and then we'll give it another shot. See how it goes.
I think you messed it up.
Older brothers.
Alright, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only thing you can do is do that.
See? There we go. See how that lays flat now?
It was just fine before. Too tight. Gotta find that happy spot. There you go. Safety. Now the boat's not gonna fall off. It's alright. Well, that's all we're gonna do tonight. So, I will see you guys when I start tearing that motor apart. Howdy. It's been a couple nights, days, whatever. We're gonna get that off. You can see we got the other one on the ground there. So we're just gonna do a whole lower unit swap for now. That one doesn't look as nice, you can tell. So I would assume we can switch the shafts out later if we need to. Because basically what we're doing, taking these bolts off here, and then taking this block out, or well, no, this block out. And then we're just going to stick that one on. But obviously the shaft on this one is going to be, you know, that much longer. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to have to move the motor down. So, let's get after it. There we be. That, in theory, should be all of them. And it just slides right out. Ha! Oh! Psych! It does just slide right out. All right. Oh, and the spacer came off. Nice. There. There, now you can see the differences a little bit. This thing is nasty. Hopefully we can switch the shaft so we can put the nice one back on. That's a future problem. We're not worrying about that right now. You can't see that when it's in the water. Anyways, so you can see this guy's taller. This is in the same spot. It's just down below underneath there. And this thing, I think that thing's not bolted on there. Well, no, it ain't bolted on. This thing's just sitting on there, but you see the shaft's longer and that. So then we can just saw that right back up, but we gotta get these studs out first. So hopefully that's not a bear. I will say, I appreciate whoever put that on. Put a bunch of anti-seize on everything. Makes my hands all gray, but at least that came off. No problem. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of grease on there. A little bit of grease in there. Just to make sure that pipe slides in good. We're going to grease these splines. Something you're supposed to do every year, allegedly. It should be good enough. We're gonna send it home. I wondered about that. That needs to be changed. I was looking at that and I was like, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be longer. Well, it's behind door number 1. I have no idea. Nothing that helps us. My brother clearly has one of these tore apart at his house, so I'm going to give him a call and see if I can just yank that out and stick a new one in, or if we got to do something else. So, BRB. We got a plan. So, he does have one of these. It is shorter, like I suspected. Unfortunately, it is not just a straight pipe. It goes up 245s. So I got this plastic cover off here. Gotta take all these bolts off. Take this, I gotta take these off. I get this bolt out, take these bolts out, and I can slide this whole thing off, down, so I can replace that pipe. He's taking one off right now, so I can do this, run to his house and get it. It will be dark by the time we're done with this. Per usual, everything has extra steps. I'm learning a lot about these engines tonight. Gonna be a Honda mechanic by the time I'm done. Except there's one small problem with that. I hate working on boats. Told you it was a long boat. Wasn't lying. Out. Even tells you what way to go. Ooh. Right to the chest. They all look to be the same size. Oh boy. Sure, he wiggled, jiggled loose. Okay. That has to fit through there. Wait, is the pipe coming with this? No, the pipe's staying. Do I need to pull this pipe out? Is this? Oh, shifter comes with. Oh, it's keyed. That's gonna suck. Ooh, ground strap. All right. Cool. There's that. There's our exhaust pipe. It said oil pan, drain plug, pipe held in by the exhaust pipe. So that thing wasn't ever coming out. Good thing I didn't just tug and tug. Here, I'll show you guys. But yeah, it goes up, bends, bends, held right in like that. I mean, it's all easy stuff. Ooh, that's not the right size. It's just more than I was thinking it was gonna be. That's all. Probably another long. Nope. Oh. Long one goes. And the left one. There we go. Now if I knew the length, I would just cut this. I could have marked it. I should have marked it. That would have been smarter. Oh well. I guess I'm going to drive to my brother's quick a minute. And get the one that he has. See you in 2 seconds. Alright. We got it. As you can tell, it's quite a bit shorter. We probably could have just cut it, but we didn't. So now we get to reassemble the mess.
We really should de-pin that one and switch it so up is up and down is down.
Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
There. Pipe is back on. Where is what? So I think I can just put the other piece back on then. Let's go down there. Yeah, looks more right. Huh?
Do you want me to land the pipe up?
Oh, I got that. There. Yes. Make sure you got out facing out.
Would you look at that?
Anything's a hammer if you're lazy enough. German?
It's good for me. Or what do they say? Looks good for my house. The programming software or whatever.
For an 08.
For a Honda, but it starts in 08. You can only go by like the hours that are written on that one. Remember, it had like 3,000 hours on it.
A lot of hours.
And that one was pretty rough.
Now we gotta try to get the shifter shaft back up in something I have no idea. Oh,
That's the
there
one.
it is. Oh, that went together better than anticipated.
The whole reason.
The 20-minute job turned into 2 hours. Hey,
That's it.
it just snapped right in.
They do it like a pre-wash and an after-wash.
Sounds like California.
Yeah. I think it starts with an H.
Havasu.
Hey, I think that's it.
Like Havasu. That's in Nevada? Or is it like on the border of California, Nevada? Or is it Arizona and California?
Nope, that's in Arizona.
Arizona, I thought so.
The popular.
Is it right? It's close to the border though, isn't it?
Hey, let me take a look. Oh, fuck yeah. Right between Arizona and California.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep. Oh, it splits it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like on the border.
Yeah. It's the lake splits it. Yep, you're right.
For Havasu?
Yep.
Thought so. See, I know things.
I know things.
No.
See?
Yeah.
And then push them back.
But they weren't ever done. It's a Honda prop, so that prop's never been off.
Oh, no shit.
It's a 20-year-old prop. That's why it's beat the fuck.
Dude, I mean, there's a whole chunk missing.
Yeah, that thing's garbage. There you have it, folks. New one's on. We're working on figuring out the specs to tighten this on. But yeah, it looks like
garbage compared to the rest of this. It was supposed to be, you know, a 20-minute. Alright, camera died. Anyways, we're going to get this tightened up, and then we're going to hook it on the hose before it gets too dark to see if this impeller works, because we don't even know if that works. Because if it don't work, then we got to take it off and steal the other one, because we don't have one, and we're going boating tomorrow. Alright, we're running out of daylight here, so we're just going to see if it squirts water out. And we know we don't got to switch that out. Fire her up! We gotta go more. More. It squirts. It's supposed to have water coming. That comes out of here probably.
Yeah, that's out of that thing.
And then water come out of here. Yeah, there's a hole there, so I would assume water come out of there.
Yeah. See, it comes out of that bottom hole back there.
Yeah, it comes out everywhere.
Yeah. But it's coming out of the exhaust good, and it's flowing out of there, and it's spitting there. I think that's the three things you want.
I'm happy with that. Anyways, with that being said, it's getting dark, obviously, so we're gonna lower that motor down a hole or two tonight, quick a minute, and do some wiring, so hopefully we can get the tach to work. Might not though, because that was a 3-cylinder tach. We'll figure that out. Either way, hopefully the next time you see me will be tomorrow morning on the way to the lake. See ya. Good morning. Bright and early. So we ended up getting it lowered. Lowered at one hole. Wasn't too bad. So I think it's a good height. Almost seems like it's a little high, which I think is still okay. Better than being too low. I don't know. Then we also got some oil put in the lower unit. She was a little low. So I think we have everything. We adjusted the shift cable. And yeah, we couldn't do the tach, because the tach is only for Johnson OMC with an alternator. This is run off of coils, tach. I don't know. It said it wasn't gonna work. So my brother is going to order a set of Honda gauges, and we will put all those in later. So we're just gonna see how it does today. See if this is any better. But I'm just waiting for my brother. I'm just waiting for my brother and my nephew to get here, and then we can boogie onto the lake. It's like 6:45. It's fine. It'll be okay. Hopefully nobody's there.
Get the motor warmed up. Yep, she's warm.
Beautiful morning.
It is.
Ain't nobody out here except for a couple fishermen and some dude barefooting. Oh, let's get the old GPS up.
Oh, did you grab my phone?
I did grab your phone.
Nice.
Still takes off plenty good with that 19 pitch. Trim up a little bit. Bummer, dude.
Uh-oh. What is it?
23.
Still?
Yeah.
No change, huh? Well, if anything, you improved it painfully.
Oh, well, it's faster, more efficient, quieter motor, and rides way better, and handling's better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we didn't prove everything yet. It doesn't do 30. But, I mean, you're into the tune and the motor and controls and shit for, what do we figure it was, $1,000 bucks, $1,500 bucks?
Yeah, 1,500.
1,500 bucks.
Not a bad upgrade.
No.
You think we should just park there and grab another one?
Yeah, find one.
Swap it out?
I'll never know.
Just gotta find one that looks kind of dragged out with a big
What?
motor.
That red one?
You got a big motor?
Probably not. Looks 4-stroke at least though. There you go. Grab the one that has no bibby top.
Oh yeah, there you go.
10 horse Johnson. That thing doesn't even get out of plane.
That has idle and fast idle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that black one right there. That's a fucking. That's a Mercury race motor right there. And there you have it. It's all done for what I'm gonna do. For now. So, the new prop did good. As you can see, it wasn't much faster, unfortunately, which is fine. It just means he's gonna have to buy a bigger motor. And I have a perfect boat that motor could go on. Anyways, it rides unbelievably better. It turns about the same, but it rides so much better. The motor is a lot quieter, but better on feel. It starts better, seeing it's a 4-stroke. It was a lot. We gained a lot. Not a lot of speed, but he gained a lot of everything else. He's gonna order a gauge kit for it, so we can put all Honda gauges on it, so that the motor we can actually see things. And then yeah, he's gonna run it for a year, because I'm sure he's gonna want a bigger motor soon. But he wants to move us all, change us all, like I've said that before. He's going to, he wants an open back pontoon, and he has one out back. It's all new, right? New floor, new seats, new center console. Railing, like it's gonna be a completely different boat. So this right now is just to get a little bit more speed out of it and see if he likes it. And now he realized he needs a bigger motor. So he's on the hunt for a 250 Honda. Anyways, yeah, pretty happy with it. Bunch of work we could do to it later, but we'll slowly pick at it here. My part is done. You might see when he completely redoes it. I'll probably help him with that. I assume it won't be for a while. So it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. So everything on this didn't go to plan per usual. 5-minute job turns into 2 hours, you know. And alas, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing, and see you on the next one. Doodles.